Well, I'm really new to the job. We only took over, me and our chairman, in December, so we're learning really. And we've come in with the end of the season, so all the busy bits. So normally I'm sat on a laptop, with it on my knee, and my phone at the side, answering questions during the day. Saturdays, waiting for all postponements, match postponements, me and the referee secretary, and then the afternoon we go around the clubs and ground grade and check everybody's okay, and yeah, busy.
Yeah, I can see it's definitely a busy job.
I started in football with my son at a club, Upper Mill, became a fundraiser on the fundraising team, then years later became club secretary. I got asked to be a club representative for the Manchester League because I used to go along to meetings. Did that for 2 or 3 years pre-COVID. Year before COVID hit, of course everything shut down during COVID. This year we had a bit of a crisis at December when our secretary left, and because we're getting a new chairman, knew him very well, he knew how I worked, I got asked to become league secretary. So,
yeah, thank you for taking the step.
You've got to be really organised, very organised, and good at communicating, not necessarily doing something like this, but you've got to be able to communicate well with people. You've got to have empathy because everybody's different. It's really easy in a club, you know all your club. We've got lots of clubs in all different areas, so you've got to have really good empathy. I'd say always volunteer. I mean, clubs need volunteers, even really well organised clubs. I mean, Upper Mill, for example, really well organised club. We're so short of volunteers. Everywhere in football, grassroots football is short of volunteers. Without volunteers, you can't run a club. So I would always say go for volunteering. I've done it all my life and love every minute of it. League-wise, no problem whatsoever. Mainly because I think I moved up from being in a club, representing, and then so I knew everybody in the club. When I started, and it's a long time ago in football, it was even things like females couldn't go into a sportsman's do. It was male only. You know, I mean, I used to run the events, but couldn't actually go into them. Little things like that, and you've got to really know your stuff if you're a female in football. Other than that, I've never had any problems. No.
Yeah, and thank you for continuing it when it was hard. Things are getting better, but
They're
there is still a long way to go.
Yeah. I mean, we've only just started it. We've got a EDI officer, which we're one of the only leagues, I think, in Manchester that's actually appointed one. So that's really good for us. We've got an under-23s development league division, which has got 9 teams in it. Again, a new thing for Manchester. And it's simple things like at our AGM we had a disciplinary hearing beforehand. We're trying to be a lot more receptive to clubs than the league has been in the past. And the gentleman who was in the disciplinary actually said afterwards, "Thank you so much, Michelle, for that." And I just thought, that's nice. To do the best I can in the league.